Welcome, dear viewers, to our journey of faith and resilience. Today, we delve into a profoundly comforting and empowering aspect of Christian faith. Keeping your eyes on God, not your problems. In a world that often feels turbulent and unpredictable, where challenges arise unexpectedly and worries seem to cloud our horizon, this message serves as a beacon of hope and strength. In every heartbeat of life, from the mundane to the monumental, we encounter an array of problems and difficulties. These moments can range from simple daily hassles to complex and overwhelming situations that test our spirit and resolve. Anxiety, fear, and sometimes even a sense of despair can easily take root in our hearts, obscuring the light of hope and peace. But it is here, amidst these turbulent waters, that the Christian faith casts its most luminous beacon, guiding us to lift our gaze beyond the immediate storms to the eternal and unchanging God. The Bible, a treasure trove of wisdom and guidance, is replete with tales of ordinary individuals who faced extraordinary challenges. Yet, a common thread weaves through these narratives: a steadfast focus on God rather than their surrounding problems. Consider the prophet Elisha, who, when surrounded by a fearsome army, prayed not for the destruction of his enemies, but for his companions' eyes to be opened to God's protective presence. This story isn't just a testament to divine protection, it is a profound lesson in perceiving our realities through the lens of faith. This timeless wisdom is not confined to the ancient past. It resonates deeply in our modern lives, offering us a perspective that transcends our immediate circumstances. Embracing this viewpoint doesn't imply a denial of reality or escapism from our problems. Rather, it is about acknowledging a higher power at work, a power that brings not only comfort but also clarity and courage in times of trial. Imagine standing amidst a storm, the winds howling and the skies darkening. Now imagine lifting your eyes to the horizon, to a break in the clouds where the sun's rays pierce through, bringing light and warmth. This is the essence of keeping your eyes on God. It is about finding that break in the clouds, that divine ray of hope, even when everything seems bleak. It's about understanding that with God, the impossible becomes possible, and the insurmountable becomes surmountable. In this journey we're embarking on together, we will explore how to cultivate this perspective, how to anchor our hearts and minds not in the shifting sands of our problems, but in the solid rock of our faith in God. We will learn how faith is not just believing that things will turn out well, but trusting in God's plan, regardless of the outcome. This faith offers a profound sense of comfort and spiritual strength, enabling us not to be mired in despair or disillusionment. Join us as we delve deeper into this transformative approach to life's challenges, discovering together how keeping our eyes on God can illuminate our path, even in the darkest of times. Remember, no matter the storm, the sun always rises, bringing a new day, new hope, and a reminder of God's eternal presence and love. Absolutely, let's continue with the body of the YouTube video, expanding upon the second part of our discussion about keeping your eyes on God, not your problems in a Christian motivational context. This segment will aim to deepen the viewer's understanding and engagement with the topic. As we continue our exploration of keeping our faith firmly anchored in God amidst life's storms, let's delve deeper into understanding how this perspective can profoundly transform our approach to problems. Life, as we know, is a complex tapestry of experiences. Some threads are bright with joy and success, while others are darkened by trials and tribulations. It's in navigating this intricate maze that our faith is both tested and strengthened. Every day, we face a multitude of problems, some small and nagging, others large and intimidating. In such moments, it's all too easy to fixate on these issues, allowing them to consume our thoughts and energy. However, the Christian faith offers us a different path, one that doesn't ignore these problems but rather changes our approach towards them. In the Bible, Jesus himself assures us, "In this world you will have trouble. But take heart. I have overcome the world." John 16:33. These words are not just a promise of support. They are an invitation to view our challenges through a different lens. Instead of seeing problems as mere obstacles, we are encouraged to perceive them as opportunities for growth and deeper reliance on God. Throughout biblical history and countless testimonies today, we see examples of individuals who faced insurmountable odds, yet triumphed through their unwavering focus on God. Take, for instance, the story of David and Goliath. David, a young shepherd, faced a giant that had paralyzed an entire army with fear. Yet, his victory came not from his own strength but from his unshakable faith in God. This narrative teaches us that when we shift our focus from the size of our problems to the magnitude of our God, what seemed impossible becomes a testimony of faith. In our own lives, this shift in perspective has a tangible impact. When we encounter difficulties, instead of dwelling on the problem itself, we can ask, how can this challenge bring me closer to God? What can I learn from this? How can my faith be strengthened through this? This approach doesn't just change how we view our problems, it changes how we deal with them. It empowers us to seek solutions not solely based on our understanding but guided by prayer, scripture, and divine wisdom. Moreover, keeping our eyes on God helps us foster a community of support and encouragement. In the New Testament, we see the early church facing persecution and hardship, yet they thrived by supporting each other and focusing on God's promises. Today, we are called to do the same, to bear one another's burdens, to encourage and uplift each other in faith. This communal aspect of faith is not just about collective strength. It is about reflecting God's love and compassion in a world that often feels cold and indifferent. Thus, when we choose to focus on God amidst our problems, we open ourselves to a transformation that goes beyond mere problem solving. We embark on a journey of spiritual growth, emotional resilience, and communal solidarity. Our problems, instead of being roadblocks, become stepping stones to a deeper, more meaningful relationship with God and with one another. As we ponder on these thoughts, let's take a moment to reflect on the challenges we face. Let us consider how shifting our focus to God can not only bring us peace in the midst of storms but also transform our approach to life itself. Remember, it's not the absence of storms that defines us, but how we choose to navigate them. As we draw near the end of our journey today, let's embrace the final, yet most crucial aspect of our discussion, living in faith and hope. Keeping our eyes on God is more than a mere concept. It is a way of life, a path that leads us through the highs and lows with unwavering faith and unshakable hope. In this ever-changing world, where uncertainty seems to be the only certainty, the scripture reminds us, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. Hebrews 13 verse 8. This powerful truth anchors us in a reality that, despite the changing tides of our circumstances, our God remains constant, an eternal source of strength and hope. When we entrust our lives to God, we don't just find solace in times of trouble, we discover a strength that empowers us to face and conquer our challenges. This divine strength teaches us resilience, not by removing obstacles from our path, but by enabling us to overcome them. Our faith in God doesn't make us immune to problems. It equips us to tackle them head-on, with a spirit that is not dampened by difficulty, but rather emboldened by it. Moreover, keeping our eyes on God cultivates a heart of gratitude and an optimistic spirit. Every challenge, every hardship, becomes not just a barrier to overcome, but an opportunity to grow in faith, to deepen our trust in God, and to extend our love and compassion to others. This perspective transforms our entire outlook on life, turning every moment, good or bad, into a testament of God's unending grace and love. As we conclude our time together, let's carry with us these thoughts. Let's ponder how living in faith and hope can radically change not just our approach to problems, but our entire life's journey. Let's think about the ways we can extend this message of hope and faith to those around us, to be beacons of God's love in a world that so desperately needs it. Remember, our journey of faith is not a solitary one. We are part of a greater community, a family of believers, each with our own stories, struggles, and triumphs. Let's commit to supporting each other, to lifting each other in prayer, and to spreading the message of God's unchanging love wherever we go. As we part ways today, let's not see this as an end, but a new beginning. A beginning of a life lived with our eyes firmly fixed on God, our hearts filled with faith, and our spirits imbued with hope. No matter what tomorrow brings, let's face it with the confidence that comes from knowing that with God, all things are possible. Thank you for joining us on this journey of faith and reflection. May you walk in the light of God's love, today and always. Until we meet again, keep your eyes on God, and remember, you are never alone in your journey.